this is an interesting one for the ladies out there. How would you feel if you found out your boyfriend had had relationships with other guys in his past? Hunky actor Tom Hardy, who's one of the stars of Inception, has revealed he had gay flings when he was a teenager. He's straight now, he's happily engaged to his girlfriend. But would you be upset if your boyfriend had similar skeletons coming out of his closet? Here's Simon.
Tom Hardy is arguably Britain's hottest young actor right now. This is him in Inception with Mr. DiCaprio. He's about to star in the new Mad Max, and this is Tom playing a gay character in Rock and Roller.
I want you. Yeah.
You could say Tom has had a colourful past. He used to be a crack addict and an alcoholic and bisexual, although these days he's straightened himself out and is engaged to fellow actor Charlotte Riley. When Now magazine asked him if he'd ever had sex with men, Tom replied, "Of course I have. I'm an actor. I've played with everything and everyone. I love the form and the physicality, but now that I'm in my 30s, it doesn't do it for me. I'm done experimenting." Tom grew up in East Sheen, in Surrey. So, I've come to East Sheen to ask ladies here what they think.
Wouldn't matter on a friendship level. I might have a few thoughts if I thought I was going to have a relationship with, because I might wonder further down the line, was that where he'd rather be?
Why does it matter if they say that it was a phase and it was just something they did in their 20s?
Because you didn't know whether they might go back into that phase again, I suppose.
So that would be a genuine worry.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not saying that you wouldn't get married because of that, but you'd stop and think very hard about it.
Yeah. Would you believe the guy? That's the question, I suppose.
I would hope so.
It's an absolute minefield. Time to speak with an expert.
We know as women we can't compete with the man. We don't have the male anatomy, but with the woman we feel that we can compete. There isn't that sense of helplessness. We will rise to the challenge. We will, work on our bodies. We will put extra makeup on. With a man, of course, we can't.
Have you got the ring?
They say honesty is the best policy, but Tom may come to regret his retrospective coming out. It'll certainly make for some interesting speeches at the wedding.
I don't think I would have a problem with it. The only problem I would have with it was if I was the first relationship after a long time where they had a gay past huge big relationship, because I would be worried, perhaps my insecurities would say, am I an experiment, and is it society's making the guy conform to being straight rather than doing what he wants to do and is gay? That would be my only problem with it. I wouldn't, because I don't think you can it doesn't, I think some people, it doesn't matter who you fall in love with.
I don't think now, society, Jane, there's not pressure on somebody to...
Oh, I think there is.
To stay straight. There's not pressure
Definitely,
no more,
in certain parts of the country, I think we still live in a country that can be quite frightening to come out in for some people, definitely.
Well, regarding this subject, I've got to be completely honest. This is my issue, and it wouldn't be the guys. I could not go out with somebody that had a gay past, even if they'd been out with other girls or... No, I think it's probably my insecurities. It's like what a lot of the women on there said. I'm not a jealous person, but if I was in a relationship with a guy who had been with guys in the past, I would always be thinking, are they missing out on something that I'm not able to give them? Are they reminiscing about the time they had with guys? And I think, you know what?